We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Here's Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. First opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Check, 59, 59. Watch the curve, watch the curves.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, it's McFarland. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Steelers.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, McFarland. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 26. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Third down.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
The tackle made
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
3-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From his goal line here, Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 28.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Titans nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
The debate about evaluating running backs will always continue. But Darrington Evans out of Appalachian State, one of my favorites in the 2020 draft. Great acceleration, very smooth in what he does, shows patience, and then the ability to burst and go. Plus, he can be a great kick returner. You want to turn out some great tape. Watch him in college, and now you're seeing it translate into the NFL. Rarely fumbles the football and has that breakaway speed and explosiveness as we just saw there on that carry.
On 2nd and inches, Tannehill able to find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
59, check, 59. Here we go.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run with Evans. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
41-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Tannehill now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Titans nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of
23 yards on the play.
That's another.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Now Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
With a field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got 4. Watch twist. 6 down. Just 6 down.
Throwing again. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much trained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the give, this is McFarland. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Again, McFarland. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's McFarland. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
The tackle.
It's a gain of 9. First down, Pittsburgh.
9 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down and 4, Jackson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a run with McFarland. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second and 3 from the 9. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Makes the score.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike check 33, 33.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Complete.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 6 yards there. First down, Tennessee. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6.
At the 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Joe Hayden on the cover.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. McFarland once more. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Anthony McFarland.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block, and he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off for the loss.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brought down.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Asufan1's able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2nd and 20.
Check, 48's the mic. Yep. Watch the twist.
To throw is Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Up for the tackle.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This out wide to McFarland. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
26.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Steelers.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is